Welcome, welcome, welcome. The rookie draft's going to be live in a few minutes on Riverstream. But yeah, I am recording on Restream. William's setting it up on Riverstream, so yeah. So
Yes, sir. Welcome down to the bleachers. This is our rookie draft that we've been promising you for a week, guys, and things are about to get.
this is the actual rookie draft. I know we did a live stream last week. It said it was rookie draft. We rickrolled everybody last week, and we're not going to apologize for rickrolling our audience.
Yes, sir. No, we had to, get further. I mean, you should have seen it. It was. We have some things we can't put on air that were, going on through the league stream.
Yeah.
But, I was hoping there would be everyone here. I think we got most of them.
I need to mute my TV. I don't want. School of Rock is a great movie. I just don't. I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. So I need to mute my TV. But I had School of Rock on in the background. It's a great movie. Now, one thing I can't get hit with a cop. One thing I can do is I can jam. I can jam during the draft. I don't think I'd be very good at it, but I could if I wanted to.
What instrument do you play?
The fiddle. I don't know, man. Aren't you from Ohio, Chris?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, same difference.
yeah. I don't know. Pennsylvania's worse.
Welcome to the Under the Bleachers draft. Shanked the first pick away. Shanked the first pick away. That wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but for a jam, that actually wasn't bad.
All right, guys. So yeah, we've definitely had some interesting trades going on here. Of course, 1.01 switched hands. Might have been a couple times. I'm not even sure.
This once.
Oh, well, that was me that thought about it then. But yeah, we definitely had some trades happen. I ended up with Justin Fields, and that's going to be something that's going to be explained here just a bit. We need to figure out which controls I have in my hand first, so I can try to, hit the right button to start this thing off. All right, you ready, guys?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, and with the first overall pick in the 2025 rookie draft, I traded for and I'm now selecting Ashton Genty.
An absolute shock right there, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't really see him going there, but it kind of crossed my mind, when I saw that 1-1 switch hands. But
I feel like there's definitely a gap between Genty and everyone else. So,
yeah, I know there isn't hype for sure. So some of these players, I don't get it with sports media, man. They overhype some of the players just like.
Interesting. Looks like Banel's going to get Travis Hunter. Yep.
I need a quarterback.
Now let's talk about this because it's not an IDP league. You really think
it's super flex? Emmanuel did need a third quarterback. I was going to offer him 6, but I got a better offer from Jason. And Emmanuel's original plan was to get Hunter here and then get Ward at 6. That was his original plan, but
the only time I see Hunter going this high is in IDP leagues where you can use them for both your scores. Yeah. So I'm just wondering why the second pick on him when we cannot use him for both scores. I like it.
He's the best receiver in the class, and he's going to be used primarily as receiver, sprinkled in on defense. He's absolutely an offensive player.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering. So you think you have him higher than Ted, and you think that he is basically, you think that Trevor's going to target the slot a lot, basically, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. He's going to get all a bunch of those underneath targets that Evan Ingram was getting. Evan Ingram's gone. Brenton Strange is all right, but he's going to get overshadowed by Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Well, you got to look too also with Liam Cohen there now, right? Tampa was able to carry Evans, Godwin last year, and then when Cohen was the OC in LA with Cup and Puka 2 years ago, prior to that, I believe he was there. So his offense can support two studs. So
I think Godwin was wide receiver 1 prior to his injury.
yeah, he was. He was.
So
Yep.
I definitely like that pick. I'm going to go with Travion here.
Oh, you snaked me. First snake of the rookie draft. Oh, man. Brutal. Brutal. I'm not a huge fan of Tet, even though I do have Young, but I also have Lachette. I'm kind of lacking at running back here, so I might go with the safe pick here at Judkins. Give me it. Yeah, I needed that third running back.
That always does help just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. He should be the primary ball carrier there too. And, yeah, Henderson was definitely my top target there. So he was going to sit there at 6 the way it was started to play out for sure.
Let me make sure that Yarby here has said something about his daughter being sick, so he wasn't quite sure. He says he does have his queue set up, so that just allowed us longer to talk. Cool. But yeah, that was in our last draft there. Two of my, or should I say, 2 picks before I was going to select Justin Herbert. My good friend Chris here snaked him out from under me. Kind of threw everything into disbelief, and I didn't exactly want to move down my draft board, who I was drafting, and screw everything up. So that's why I ended up choosing to fill in my quarterback need, either here or in a trade, after then. Because, still I got the receivers I wanted, JSN, Addison, McConkey. I ended up with, pretty much who I wanted to, but, I had to slide down a little bit of a whiz and essentially replace my first round pick with Justin Fields. But as it went for about a mid-round second, as it worked out for value there.
Does anybody want to trade up? Does anybody want to trade up?
Yeah, I'll trade up. I got a 2nd and a 5th.
Who's that? Who's that?
Shank,
I'm
see me.
Shank?
See me. Hey, don't interrupt me. See me at 2.6.
I mean, I'm sitting at 2, 3. I could be interested here.
I really don't want to move down a lot. I want to move down to 201 or 203. That's really the range I want to. Because.
I got 203.
Okay.
What else you need on top here?
I got the 1.10. I sent you an offer, Chris.
Okay. Where do I go to take a look at the offer? Sleeper app?
Yes, sir.
And the guy has not taken a look at none of his offers since he started.
Notice that. Should we pause it for a...
Please pause it. I want to look at the trade.
Sure.
If I can't get the player. I'm going to take Igbokwe if I can't get a trade down offer, because I think I can get him later in the draft. That's who I want.
Now that it is, I am open to offers for Addison.
So
Now that my brain's working.
I will do that.
You're open for offers. For
So
Ashton.
110 and 409 for 108. I will do that. Done.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah. So I got a 4th rounder and I got 110. That's perfect. I'm pretty certain the guy I want is going to be there at 110. And if he's not,
Did you accept it?
yes, I did.
It's not showing up on my end.
Stop the clock.
Stop the clock, William. I accepted the trade offer. Bognite now gets 108. I get 110 and 409. So 409 and 110 are now my picks.
Okay, you accidentally countered instead of accepted.
I meant to accept.
You countered with the same offer. Okay, so now that the pick is mine,
Edit this out.
Yeah.
yeah, Mr. Conte,
I don't think I've ever seen Tet fall this far in a draft yet.
Yeah, you got to get him right here. Huh. We've always went in top 4 of everyone that I'm in.
this is an insane value for Ted. That's for sure.
I like Igbokwe better, but I don't. I think that he's going to take longer to come up.
I'm happy. I got my 3 favorite backs in this class. My team is receiver heavy already.
What are you looking at? Your rankings? Fantasy rankings?
What are you looking at?
I was just wondering, this guy picking it, what is he looking at? Is he looking at rankings? He's trying to decide. He's flipping a coin.
Yeah, Matthew Rose is up, and then my Mick.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me pause this with him. He said he was going to be a minute late.
Well, he's showing that he's in the draft room.
Yeah, it's showing he's in the draft, but hold on.
While we're waiting, I will just mention that my bench backs are on the block. Rico Dowdle, Tajay Spears.
There you go.
I will accept picks for them.
My 2.6 is on the block.
I'll take it.
I might
Who's 2.6?
I might make another move after Mick the Archangel picks.
Oh, that's Shanked.
I'm trying to trade for a second round pick if anybody's open.
Yeah.
I'm open to one, but it just depends. I need a flex player or something I can use. That's shanked. All I got is a 2.6 and a fifth round.
All right. I think he said he was on his way. He put that in the group. I don't know why the hell I was saying that.
What do we got here? We got anybody in the chat room? No. 20 viewers on Restream. Nobody in the chat room.
Oh, there he is. Hold on.
Okay.
Shane, you have an offer, sir.
Did he get in here? I hit accept. We can see where it is.
What's up, guys? Can y'all hear me?
Is that you, Michael?
That's me.
Let me get this started up there.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was running late. All right. Calling this guy pretty much just for trading.
William, would you be interested in a trade for 201? Would if I gave you 205, what would you want for 201? Because I'm going to try to double up it. I'm going to try to double up. If I can't, I'll just take my guy. But what would you want for 201? Because I'm thinking about making you an offer, William.
Yes, sir. I kind of want to stay at 201, man.
I'll give you my second round next year and my second round this year and my.
I will give you 201, 205, and I will give you 205. I'll give you what? I'll give you a future second. I did get an extra second from Emmanuel, and I'll throw in a fifth. And if you don't want to do that, I'm just going to take my guy.
Let me take a look at it because I was hearing everybody over.
Yeah, I'm prepared to offer you multiple twos, one this year and one next year, because I did acquire an extra second when I made the trade with Jason. I acquired a 2026 second from Jason, so I've got 3 seconds, 4 if you count the. So I'm prepared to offer 2 of those to move up to 201. If you decline, I'm just going to take my guy here, but there's 2 guys on the board that I want. If you choose to accept, William.
Yeah, I'm going to decline, bro.
Okay.
Now, if my guy's there, William.
Emeka Egbuka is the guy I wanted. I think the Bucks are going to make multiple Super Bowls. I wanted Egbuka. I was not taking McMillan.
William.
My guy is here. I have 206, and I'll give you my first round and 206, my first round for next year, just to move up to where you're at right now. That's my first round next year. My guy is here.
Send that offer. Let me see what it looks like.
All right. You might want to pause it.
You got an offer from me too, by the way.
I'm going to make William an offer as well. I'm going to message him an offer. He probably will decline it, but I am going to message him one.
Do we want to just change the clock to be like 5-minute picks or something?
Yeah. As soon as I get off this, let me.
I mean, I can do that while you're.
Okay. That works.
All right. Mine's in there, William. And if you would like me to sell it, you're dropping back 5 picks and you're getting a first round.
I'm raising you the offer. I'm giving you a first next year and a third rounder to get 201. So not only have I offered 205, I've thrown in a first next year and I've thrown in a third round pick in 2027.
Whoa. Okay, this is going to end up real. Hold on 2 seconds.
What'd you say? You need Jameis Winston to throw it over?
Nah. Let's see.
You need Russell Wilson? You need Russell?
Oh man, I want a little bit.
No, he wants Zach Wilson.
I don't know if I needed somebody.
Now, if you don't feel like
Sorry,
hurting those,
I got hit with like 5 different trades at the same time. Yeah.
Oh,
I got that 202. Just check your inbox there, Archangel. I mean, I'm right behind them. If anybody, wants to offer me a whole bunch of first and second.
now listen, if my guy don't get picked at 201, I'm sending the same offer to 202. Trust me, you can have my first and drop back to 206, and it's my first next year.
All right. I'm typically going to be more on some picks, some players kind of moves.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and take a look at them here.
But if my guy don't get picked, I'm at 206, and I'm willing to wheel and deal. The thing's hot, and I'm not going for what people are going for right now.
Try that one. I see you're going.
What you doing, William?
Yeah, William, talk to me on a side chat now. Just don't go with the friends that you know now. You know what I mean? I look at it. I kind of look at it sideways a little bit when you just choose your friends now.
Right.
Yeah, you got to give everybody on a shot. I'm up for a counter too.
Let's see.
All right.
All right, yeah. I sent you a counter.
I got you, William. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. All right, William, I accepted. That's, man, where are you going with
That's
it?
actually real. Yeah,
I'm curious.
Oh, wow.
I'm curious to see who's the interview that you're getting. See, Shane, you talking out loud. What you have to offer help William get more.
No, man, I was helping him. I want the other teams to do that, dude. That makes me even more, because my team's like top 2, top 3. So if I make teams reach like that, that makes my team go up.
I was already offering the first for that pick before it even got there, and then when you were like, 2-5, my phone was like, now I gotta go higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm guessing Theo increased his offer because I offered a lot. I offered a lot to move up.
Now listen, does anybody want to sell the 2-2?
And listen, I mean, we're all owners. I'm fielding whatever offers you guys are sending. Yeah, I'm open to trying to get back in the second round. You know, I have to take him at this point. The problem that I see here is now I'm going to have to at least wait till after.
All right,
William picks. My
205, my 26 and my first round for this pick right here.
You're a closet Steelers fan, aren't you, Shane?
No, I'm a Jaguars fan.
I know.
I'm Florida all the way. No closet Steelers. Maybe a little bit Cowboys, man, because I feel sorry for them. I'm a closet Cowboy fan. I feel so sorry for them. They remind me of my fantasy team. Usually I have a beast of a team and always come in like second and third.
Well,
First and 206, man.
I hate that I'm about to do what I'm about to do, because if I grab this guy and it's not the guy you want, that means you're about to offer William another first for next round for this next pick.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
First
You
round.
better go ahead.
The only thing is, when I got this team, I was very minimal on specific pieces, and the fact that this guy's available at this spot here, and I have Warren already. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab Johnson and call it, and get Hollywood
Johnson does not pan out. You're gonna think about that first round.
Well, I mean, I'm saying I have Warren. I mean, like I mean, what am I going to do? I'm kind of cuffing myself there, at least for this year. So we'll see how it pans out, but hopefully.
I am making a proposal to William. I'm pretty certain he'll decline it,
Sure.
but I am making an offer.
This guy. I mean, if Shank offers him the 2-6 in the first for next year, I mean, well, I don't know.
I don't think. Listen. I don't think nobody's gonna pick my guy. I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I don't see anyone here where I'd be willing to give up a mid-second in the first next year for right now.
I'm not giving that. I'm not giving that up. I have a feeling Williams going to pick his guy, but I think I threw in a 2026 second, 409, a fifth rounder for 203. I thought I threw in 205, but I'll do 2 seconds, a fourth, and a fourth this year, and a 2027 fifth. I don't really want to. I'm not desperate to move up, but I'll move up if you want to move down. If you want to pick here, I respect that, William. I'll just.
This man works at a Kia dealership.
Yeah. I'm not desperate. I'm just willing to offer you 4 picks to move up 2 spots, but I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm not really. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not offering a first. I'm not offering a first. I'm keeping my first. I'm offering you like a.
Forte looks good. It's your color, but you really don't have to take it.
Yeah, I'm not offering a first. I'm offering like a second, third, a second, a fourth, and a fifth. But I can increase the offer if you want to negotiate. If you don't, just take your guy here, William. It's.
Yeah.
Wait. You picked. Where the hell am I at?
And William, the Addison trade still stands too now when it gets back down to me. Matter of fact, that same deal that I threw to you earlier, I'll do for Addison.
Wait, which trade?
Just go look at your trades a while ago. After you make this pick or after you trade the Kia dealership guy. This makes for a good podcast. Thank me later.
It's the Toyota-thon.
Yeah. Hey, I love Toyotas now.
Hey, Chris, send me an offer for JMO.
I'm not interested in trading JMO. If that's a requirement for your pick.
Is JMO for sale?
No, he is not. If that's a requirement for your pick.
Is JMO for sale?
No, he is not.
Wait a minute, is JMO for sale?
No.
Yeah.
I've got the Lions and hey guys, I've got the Lions in the Super Bowl, so JMO is not for sale. Do not even attempt to make me an offer for him. I will decline any offers. Any trade offers involving Jamison Williams will be declined.
The real question
and marked as spam.
Does JMO have the Lions in the Super Bowl?
He's got like 12 teams going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he does.
I've got Bengals over Lions. I think that Lions have a good short-term outlook, but I'm not interested in trading JMO. So he is not. We're handcuffing Jamison Williams. Doesn't matter how he feels about it. We're handcuffing him. He's on our team. He's our property, and that's the end of it.
Lions and Bengals might be a 120-point Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mention out loud that
10 seconds.
There are many strong fantasy players on bad teams.
I'll keep 205. Thank you, William.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The 2 players I wanted were still on the board.
All right. If anyone is willing to trade me a second, I'm interested. This is Boognish Rise's talk. Send Boog an offer for a second.
He's good. He already got Genty, Henderson, and Harvey. He can sit the rest of the draft out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to trade old Boog.
I'm liking. I got my 3 favorite backs in this class.
I'm just trying to get Addison now, William, man. Let me get Addison.
Trade Brian Robinson for a second.
Let me check my rankings.
Check my rankings.
If y'all do like me now, I'm old school. I'll be like, hey, Siri, look up 2025 fantasy running back rankings.
Oh, I forgot. This is that guy that. But no, one of the things I was watching about Tyrone Tracy, I put him on film the other day, and
I'm not a big Tracy
This is
fan. He's a
just-
floor player. He's a floor player, William. Tyrone Tracy's a
real,
floor
man.
player.
like people are trying to hype him up and say all these things, and I mean, once you turn on the film, it's like half the time he doesn't make it past the line of scrimmage. It's like, and dude doesn't. I mean, there's nothing really particularly good about him.
Yeah.
He's an elite
No matter
pass
how it
catcher, and he
works
has
out.
burst. Scatterboo is very slow. He's very well rounded.
I'm glad William declined my trade and took Scatibo because I was going to take Golden or Burden. So if William had accepted, not only would he have had a shot at Scatibo, he would have gotten a handful of draft picks. So I dodged a bullet. I dodged the getting fleeced bullet.
No, that was my fault, dude. I heard that shit clicking again, and I was like, oh, the hell with it. I'm just gonna drop my player.
Yeah, that was my thought process when Igbuka kept dropping. I got Igbuka at 110, but I got as much capital as I could before then. Because that was the guy I wanted, despite the fact that McMillan is projected to have more immediate success.
I've got a little bit of CTE, going on, a little bit of, and like trying to concentrate on like 5 different trades at the same time, man. I would not do well in a fucking war room, let me tell you.
Hey, but look on the bright side. You got an extra first because you were for sure taking Scatterboo on that turn. So you were taking him either way, right?
Yeah.
No, it actually wasn't. I thought about taking Burden, and I really did.
Yeah, because I'm looking at both Golden and Burden. Whichever one falls to me, that's who I'm going to take. If they both fall to me, I'm going to have a really tough decision. Because the original plan was to try to get Igbuka and McMillan in round 2, but if we didn't get McMillan, our fallback plan was let's hope Golden or Burden falls to us at 205. And that looks like it's going to happen.
Y'all know that they say that this is probably the worst draft class for wide receivers, and I'm seeing a lot of like experts saying that this
that's
mid-tier.
It's not a good draft for number 1 receivers, but guys. Okay, Golden and Burden were the two I was hoping for. And now they're both available.
Well, Higgins is who I want.
Thank you. Thank you for taking Higgins.
I like Higgins.
That's Yarby that took Higgins. I was hoping one of y'all would trade me so I could get Higgins.
I like Higgins. That's one of my guys because I have C.J. Stroud. So I always like pairing my quarterback with a receiver.
Stacks are so overrated.
I agree with that.
But
Shane, check your
All right,
inbox.
Yeah, Shane, check your inbox. My turn.
yeah, right.
Got a nice F-250 now.
Oh yeah, I'll accept that, William.
Hey, Boog, I sent you something as well. Take a look at it.
Yeah, it's a little light. Or rather, you're asking too much for what it is.
For sure. It was just like the initial. I know you wanted to get into the second kind of thing.
I appreciate
All right, well, this is Shane.
You
to all
want
my
Bird?
podcast fans.
Yeah, so William, do you want Burden? You want Burden?
He's out.
I've sold my whole team.
Good
Okay.
luck and good night.
All right, William, make me an
Yeah, right.
offer. I might. Burden was my
Y'all keep
wide
listening
receiver
to these
one.
guys
Make me an
just
offer
because
if you
I
want
leave.
him.
Keep listening.
Make me an offer if you want Burden, William, because I know he's your wide receiver. He's my wide receiver one, and I know you want Burden. So make me an offer.
One offer.
Make me an offer for
There's two
205.
guys,
I want 206, and I will take either 410, 5-1, or a future 4th or 5th round pick just to move down a spot. You can pick between those options, William, but that's what I want for moving down a spot. 206 and your choice of 410, 5-1, or a future 4th or 5th.
I'm about to send this.
Chris, I sent you something just in case, but doesn't sound promising.
Mike, I might consider your offer for the 2.7 debate.
No, that's not going to work. William, what did you send me?
Let's do that.
All right, done. How do I accept?
There's a green acceptance.
Hit accept.
There you go.
I had Burden and Golden as a 1A, 1B because I could see both receivers having immediate success. I think Burden was my wide receiver one, but I could see both Caleb and Jordan Love taking a leap with these weapons. So I will take Matthew Golden here. And the good news with this is now I've got 2 4s and I've got 2 5s. So I could theoretically move up for a player if I really wanted a player, but I do not want. Well, let's see. Right now, the board is Jackson Dart. I had no interest in Jackson Dart, so thank you for picking him. And Shadur Sanders. You know, Shadur was somewhat, and I was thinking would be available in round 3, but I think Emmanuel's thought process is in case I need that fourth QB, I got to take Shadur for insurance purposes. That's problem. Because I was thinking, I've done mock drafts where Shadur fell to round 3. That was not going to happen here. And Milrow gets picked, and Jason's on the board. I've got a feeling he's going to take Trey Harris.
That's who I want.
That's also who I want, but I already have enough weapons with Egbuka and Golden. Do I really need more weapons?
Yes, you do. You can never have enough weapons.
I will do 3 years of third round picks for 2010, Jason. So that's this year, next year, and the year after that. I don't think he's going to accept that.
Hey, man, I swear, dude. And he'll throw in a red Forte.
No, I won't. Your attempts at, well, I should let you have your fun. It's not really cool if I negate your ability to have fun, even if it's at my expense.
Yeah, I need a Shadur because I have Deshaun Watson already on my IL spot. So now I finally got that quarterback.
Finally. Let's see.
Yeah, and Jason's got 210 and 301. So Jason's got back-to-back selections here.
And what was it again? You offered 17 seconds.
I offered 3 years of thirds because I got a second round pick from Jason in next year's draft. So that's why I offered 3 thirds. Because if I didn't have 2 seconds in next year's draft, I wouldn't be offering something as big as 3 thirds for this pick.
And you're what, 3-6?
Yeah. So 3 years of thirds for 210. But if Jason passes on Trey Harris and picks someone else, that offer will stand. So
Jason, is he in here? I don't think he is, right?
He is not.
okay.
Probably gonna auto. Yeah, it's probably gonna auto Harris at 104 ADP.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
He autoed the entire startup. So.
Well, I'm guessing Jason's just gonna take Tyler Show. Okay.
Oh. Shut.
3 thirds is on the table for 306. 3 thirds. Okay, nope. Jason's not even gonna entertain that. He's just gonna take. He knows. Okay.
All right. I think I'm gonna stay put because I like the players on the boards.
Is anyone interested in a third round pick? Yeah. Either that or either the 302. I think I've got the 39 also.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put. I don't think there's Few players I'm looking at. No, nothing I'm crazy about right now.
I'll send you an offer. I'll trade you my search for your search. All right, Mr. Rose.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, and while consensus would say Besh is the pick, I'm going to go with my gut and take Kyle Williams.
Smart. That was my top guy. Very smart.
I just like him more than Besh. I feel like the Raiders.
I think the Patriots have a shot at the wild card, and I was not high on Jack Betch. Like,
when was the last time the Patriots drafted a good wide receiver?
Kyle Williams can run every route on the route tree, and he's fast.
They wasted a second last year on Polk. They wasted a second, 3 years ago on
He's going to be the wide receiver one. Stephon Diggs might start out.
Is he?
Douglas seems to be the best floor.
Douglas is the slot, so yeah, he's the best floor.
Douglas is the best floor.
And
Crazy.
Kyle Williams is the best ceiling.
Looks like Emmanuel's moved back to 310.
Oh, that's me here. Oh. Yeah. Move up here. And I will get me some. Who was I trading up here for now? I lost train of thought. Shit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I took the trade because I already got depth at quarterback, and I'm not really high on some of the guys, on here. So I thought it was a solid trade.
There's a few guys I like, but there's nobody that I'm crazy about here at this point in the draft. There's a few guys I'm willing to take a flyer on. They're still on the board, but yeah, I'm kind of with you, Emmanuel. There's nothing crazy where I'm like, wow, this is an incredible offer.
And plus, I get Xavier Leggett with some upside, so
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah, after I got Tet, the guy had to go.
Hey, does anyone have multiple thirds left here?
I've got 2 thirds, 2 back to back.
Back to back. One.
These 4, maybe 5. Who is it? Who's offering?
say something. I gotta grab my. Hold on. Otherwise, I'm good if you just don't want to trade that one, Matt.
No, I've typed it. That's good.
Guessing this is going to be Mason Taylor because I know Williams wanted to draft a tight end for a while, but he played the waiting game. He got Scatibo and Burden. I might make an. Let's see. I want to say what we're doing.
Yes, sir. No, I chose that because Loveland got picked right before my 201. Or right before, earlier. I was kind of figuring he might be there.
Seems like I Beck, Myers up for grabs if anybody's open.
You do have an offer for Myers in your inbox, sir.
Do I?
Oh, let me see if that's still there.
Player I want. Jalen Royals for insurance. Does anybody want to move up? William, I'll make you an offer. What would you like?
All right.
I've got multiple thirds. I'm open to moving my thirds. I can move my fourths this year. What would you like? Let's
I
talk.
just need 1/3, man.
Just want a third?
Just 1/3, man.
26 or 27?
Actually, hold on that.
Sorry, folks. That disconnected for a second. My phone died. Disconnected for a second. Hopefully. I'm charging my phone. Hopefully, get the battery back on. Phone is at 3%. I am trying to make a deal here. Okay, I did offer Emmanuel something. Let me go into the chat room. Okay, I am back, folks. There's one player left that I'm looking at. Okay, the player I will. Does anybody want to move up? Theo. Does anybody want to move up? William, let me in the chat room. I'm trying to join. William, I'm trying to join. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, guys. I'm here. I'm back. My phone died. I'm back. My phone's at 13%. I will offer 2 fourth-round picks to move up. There's one player still on the board that I'm looking at. I would like to move up. And if you don't want to move up, Matthew, I'll move up with Will. Yes. I'll give you both of my fourth-round picks. All right. So 405 and 409 for 402. There's like literally one player left that I'm looking at. I'll throw in my fifths if I have to. There's really only one player left on my board. Yeah, I would like to make a trade. I'm gonna go in sleeper app, see if yeah. I've offered Matthew both fourth-round picks to move up to this spot. Is that trade been rescinded, or you still want to do? Do I have to send the trade to Matthew? Let's try that.
Take a look here. Yeah, I mean, I can't accept it as it is right now. I have to work around it. I'd be more like 2 for 1, if anything, but yeah.
I've got 2 fourth-round picks and 2 fifth-round picks. There's really only one player I'm looking at, and if you don't want those picks, I can do something else. We'll see.
Is Shakir on the table?
No, Shakir is not available.
Yeah, we can do this 2 fourths. That's fine.
Yep. Can you approve that? Yes, I sent Willie. I sent 405 and 409 to Matthew for this pick.
But he said that he was interested in other than actual trade.
I am interested, unless you.
I said an actual trade.
I want to accept because I'm trying to move up. I'm trying to.
I sent you a trade deal. All right, I'm checking it out. I said I'm confused. I sent the wrong one. Didn't 4-2 just go 4-5 and 4-9 ago?
405, 409. I just accepted. I clicked the accept button. All right. I'm ready to make my pick whenever you resume the clock, William. Harold Fannin Jr. That's who I wanted. I got Fannin. That's who I wanted. My tight end 3. And Njoku's a free agent next year. So if he leaves Cleveland, Fannin could be the starting tight end next year on the Browns.
Just like Hollywood. Yeah, I figured my mind on that. You more like him at 410, right?
Yeah, the only players I'm open. Yeah, the only players I have on the trade block are Adam Thielen, Tyler Lockett, and Theo Johnson. Everybody else is pretty much going to stay on my team. But I will move one of those 3 players in both 5th-round picks to get a 4th or 3rd next year, whatever I can get. Because I'm pretty much done with my draft. There's 3 players I would move. Theo Johnson, Adam Thielen, and Tyler Lockett, who's on the Titans. I will move any of those 3 and both 5th-round picks to get a higher pick in next year's draft. If it's a 4th or it's a 3rd, fine, whatever. And it could be a 2027 pick if you don't want to move a pick in next year's draft. Because you'd be getting a player, you'd be getting one of my bench players, one of my veterans, and 2 5th-round picks for 1 pick. So that's.
Inbox, Chris.
Okay, 4th-round pick. Before I accept, I want to check my tight ends. I'm not declining. I just want to check my roster, see if I have 3 tight ends. I'm just checking. I'm double checking before I accept. So
You drafted like 8 of them, didn't you? Or maybe I was missing.
I've got Hunter Henry. I've got Dallas Goedert, and I've got Mark Andrews. Plus, I've got Harold Fannin. So yeah, let's do that. Just double checking. I had to double check before I accepted. Pleasure doing business with you, Theo.
As big as these rosters are, those 2 fifth-rounders will fit in better than some of these guys I got sitting on this team right now. I sent a trade to Mike, the Archangel. Let's see what we got going on.
So I'm done with my draft here, but looking at this, the last few picks, James, Krosky, Jalen Noel. Jalen Royals is the number 4 receiver on the Chiefs depth chart, behind the 3 starters from last year, Worthy, Rashee Rice, and Marquez Brown. If one of those 3 gets injured, Royals becomes the Chiefs slot receiver. That's why I picked him at 3-6. Yeah. But I've got Royals.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too. Yeah, I just can't do too many picks for just that,
Yeah.
Too many question marks for one guy.
Yeah, but I've got I got Egbuka, Golden, Royals, and Fannin. That's my draft. And I've already got Mahomes, Burrow, and Herbert. So to get those weapons for those quarterbacks is amazing. And you can stash those weapons too. So it's like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the draft we had. But yeah, there's still other people drafting. Guessing William's going to get Will Howard. Knowing William, he talked about Will Howard religiously on my podcast. So I know for a fact that if he slips to Williams' pick, that's going to be his selection. You don't need a crystal ball to know that, guys.
I like Joe Noel better than honestly. I like him better than Wiggins. Took the trade. Yep. Let's go business, sir. Yeah, I needed that tight end.
Yeah, Giddens has just been picked. And that's a pretty good value pick. It's just right now Daniel Jones is ahead of Anthony Richardson on the depth chart. So if that's the case, I am fading the hell out of the Colts because I have zero confidence in Daniel Jones. I have more confidence in Papa bringing Jim Irsay back from the dead than I do in Daniel Jones. That should say a lot. Yeah, and the Lions, they didn't really have a slot receiver last year, unless you count Khalif Raymond. And if Williams or St. Brown gets injured, Tesla's role could increase if he does well in camp. So this is actually a pretty good pick here. The guy, it's just the weapons I liked, I thought had higher upside. But yeah. Tesla might have a better chance of seeing the field. I don't think he has Royals upside, but he might have a better chance of seeing the field as a rookie. So the value is pretty good here. Torrey Horton, if he plays, that's a great value pick here. Kyle Monongai, not a bad pick in round 5. I think Monongai could be a steal. Rashard Smith, Chiefs running back. Theo. What the pick I gave him? No, he got Hunter with the pick I gave him, and then he got Rashard Smith. So Gadsden, that is a very good pick, William.
Basketball, right? Background.
Yeah. I'm debating whether to do this. I'm debating whether to give Theo a 2027 5th-round pick for 5'10" and take Quinn Ewers there. I'm debating whether to do it. I don't think I need Quinn Ewers, but I've got Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, Mahomes, and Burrow. I really don't need Quinn Ewers, but it's not a bad insurance play, and Ewers might be better than any 5th-round pick in 2027 or 2026. That's the thing. That's why I'm debating it, you know? I'm not saying I'll do it. I'm debating whether I should do it. Sounds like I shouldn't do it. Yeah, we'll see who's there. But yeah, I'm debating whether I should do that. I don't know if I should. Gadsden, William took Gadsden, Bugnish writes. Let's take a look at the chat rooms here. Okay, we got some people in the chat rooms. Okay, we are gonna definitely just people on Kick. No fantasy football questions, just people on Kick. Yeah. When season 14 of Draft Utopia ends, I'm removing our association with Kick and we're going to go to Rumble. Because I think Rumble's just a better platform than Kick personally. And we do have college football tape on our Kick or on our Rumble account. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Oh, I got an offer. Okay. No deal. I think the Chargers might win the Super Bowl in 3 years, so I'm going to decline that deal out of stubbornness. Even though I probably should take that deal, I'm going to decline out of stubbornness, so I'm not going to accept that. I don't know. I feel like the Chargers might win Super Bowl 62. So any players on the Chargers, I'm just not interested in trading anybody on the Chargers. So I'm not interested. I'm willing to deal future picks, but I don't want to deal players. Like, there's only like a few players I'd be interested in moving. And most of those players are okay. So Jalen Lane is the pick, and we've got. You sent me a trade, Theo? Oh, all right. Let me look at see. Let me look at see my messages. Hold on. Quinn Ewers. Yarby took Ewers. Okay, I can keep my picks for next year. That's fine. There's really nothing. I mean, Ferguson's decent, but I think the Rams, he could be their future starter, I guess, but I don't know how much he'll contribute this year. And if Tez Johnson, I did have a second on him, but with how stacked the receiver room is in Tampa, I wouldn't gamble on him. They got Mike Evans, Godwin, McMillan, Egbuka, and they got Trey Palmer. So there's really, as much as I like Tez Johnson, he's literally competing with Sterling Shepard for a wide receiver 6 job. Yes.
Funny thing about the Bucks, they drafted the lightest player, Tess Johnson, ever to be drafted in the NFL, as well as Evans. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Kid from Florida before I'm 64 now.
Desmond Watt. No, there's a player in the NBA draft room. He couldn't even do a 24.5-inch vertical. The Desmond Watson's 25-inch vertical was bigger than Johnny Broom's 24.5-inch vertical. And Johnny Broom's in the NBA draft on Wednesday. So I just think that's interesting that his vertical's less than Desmond Watson's. William, can we do it next week, please? Just a lot on my plate. If we're going to do some waivers, or people can use waivers, but like I don't want to do another football stream. Sorry. Yes. Why don't you work on straightening the rosters this week while the NBA and NHL drafts are going on, and we can revisit this either next week or the week after. I'm sorry, man. I'm just not budging on that. I told you I couldn't do Tuesday night with, and we did Monday, and I'm glad we did Monday. I'm grateful. But it's like my mind's made up on certain topics, so. I mean, I haven't even finished the NBA mock yet. I've still got like 12 picks I got to type. And there was a huge NHL trade today. Zegras got traded to Columbus, so I actually have to update a pick in the NHL mock draft. I actually have to go back and change a pick because a freaking trade happened. I don't like that. And that's the thing. Zegras was drafted in the top 10 by Anaheim. He goes to Columbus, and Columbus keeps both of their top 20 picks in the first round, but they send their second rounder to Anaheim and a fourth in 2026. So they fleeced Anaheim as far as I'm concerned. That is just, I mean, Zegras was a top 10 pick, and you got him without having to give up either of your top 20 picks in the first round. Bale's got less than a minute to make his pick. I don't think Columbus has a second round pick. Hold on. Trevor Etienne. And there are 2 picks left.
We get to see the mind at work. Same kind of thing with my wife.
Oh, so Trevor Zegras is going to Philadelphia, and Anaheim gets the Flyers. Oh, the Flyers had 4 second-round picks and 3 first-round picks, and they ended up giving Anaheim their worst of those 4 for Zegras. That's highway robbery then, if that's the case. Because, I mean, you. So Damian Martinez goes to Matthew and Theo as the final pick. Oh, so William traded for it. Nice. Wait, we're not doing waivers this week, are we?
No, we were talking about that. I said I'm going to give you this week to get your rosters straight, so then you can go through all the right things, and have all the right order, and then we'll do waivers after that.
What do you mean roster straight? Get your roster straight. I was hoping we would do the rosters next week and then we do waivers the week after or something. I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll figure all that out. We're on air right now.
Look, I'm telling you, I did this tonight so that I could focus on the NBA and NHL draft content later this week. Football is taking a backseat to the draft. Football is taking a backseat to the draft. We're not arguing. I'm telling you what's happening.
We've already talked about that. It happened last week, bro. Tonight was already planned for that. And then we'll go on. We're on air, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying next week. I'm not making any football decisions until next week at the very earliest. All right, so we will talk football, but I can't talk football until next week at the very earliest with all the stuff I got to do. But I appreciate everyone in the chat room. I appreciate William and everyone. Yeah, I'm have to finalize our rosters until August. Yeah, we have 25 people listening to the live stream. So, well, we got we actually do have a hockey person joining the NHL draft coverage on Friday and Saturday. So we'll have a hockey person to talk with us on the live stream as the picks come in, and they've interviewed a lot of the players in the draft. So that's pretty cool. You can ask them questions about some of the players they interviewed. And that'll be Saturday as noon as the picks are flying in. And then the NBA draft. I'll have all the live streams for the NBA draft on Restream, guys. But yeah, for all the football content, you're going to have to check out Under the Bleachers, because I'm pretty much done with football content on Draft Utopia until season 15, which will be in August. So yeah,